Hey guys, before I start with today's video, I just want to remind you that my new website, fromthefield.farm, is now open for registration. And if you sign up in this first 2-week period, you will be one of the founding members, and you're gonna get in at a price point that will only be this cheap once. So it's $499 a month US or $49 US per year. If you sign up now, you'll be grandfathered in at that price point in perpetuity. If you're curious about the website, go right below in the show notes here, fromthefield.farm, and check it out. There's some videos in there describing what it's all about, and I hope to see you guys in there. Hey guys, I'm here in the pack shed at Steadfast Farm in Mesa, Arizona, and I wanted to just kind of show you a really smart layout here. And this has kind of been years of trial and error to get to where they are, and there's one addition here that I love that they just added when they moved to the new farm site here. So this is the area where they do the bagging of the greens and the individual products that they take to market, or they're packing boxes of case lot things that they take to restaurants. It's essentially the place where things are individualized and weighed out. So they've already been washed and processed and all that. Then they come from the walk-in cooler into here, and so you can see they got areas for all their individual bags, stuff like that, all labeled. Everything is labeled, really smart. Rubber bands, different size of bags, little deli containers, all these kinds of things are all here. And then you can see there's a process to this, that things are probably starting here being bagged. They've got scales, different types of scales around here. Then they've got like their blue tape, their labels that go on boxes. So the one thing I really like about the Steadfast packing is they've got these fantastic boxes that are all labeled with their brand, and they've got this square where the labels go. And they do all these on their thermal printers, just like I've shown you in videos before, just like those Brother, I think it's the Brother QL700, that's the one I use. There's a lot of them out there, so they all do these type of black and white labels, but I love how they've got these standardized that go in the same place each time. And the idea is they want to reuse these boxes. So they pay, I think, close to $3 to have these boxes stamped and basically die cut, and then the branding on it, so printed. They want to get many uses out of them. Eric was telling me they get up to 6 uses with these boxes. So with the standardized label area, it always goes in the same place, and then that way it doesn't look kind of janky when it's all, you know, in different, just kind of slapped on there. It's always in the same spot. So kind of keeps it neat and clean. And their branding is so good on it because they've really covered it all up. That way there's not an incentive for other farmers to reuse the boxes, and it's kind of smart because then they're most likely to come back to them so that they can reuse them. And they've done some really nice features on these too, with how they basically label things on how to open them. So like squeeze to open, they've put all that in just because with restaurants they have a tendency to take these boxes and just rip them all apart, and then there goes their reusability. So this way they can more guarantee that they're going to be reused again, and they're going to get more mileage out of them. So if you really think about it, you know, you might pack anywhere between $24 to $50 of product in a box like this, depending on what it is, whether it's like a case lot for a restaurant or it's a CSA box. They use the same thing. If they're using those 6 times and they're paying $3 a box, it's really good value. And it's far better than using a tote, because at the end of the day, if the box goes missing, it's not as much of an overhead as it would be if you're using a Rubbermaid tote, which could cost you anywhere between, you know, $7 to $15. So much better value there. Just kind of coming through this packing area here. So they got all their labels, miscellaneous stuff. They keep charging things like walkie-talkies and all that. They've got a ledger here that is explaining how things are packed and all that, the types of containers they use, the weight of that item in there. And then the part that they added recently that I love is now they've cut a door to the walk-in cooler right here. So in the past, in their last location, they had to go out the main door here, walk around to go to the cooler. But they just cut a door in here so that it's instant access. So product comes in from the field through this door, gets allocated to wherever it's going to go, and then that product will later get washed. And then people in the packing area can just come in here, take the product, do the bagging, and then put it back in the cooler. And one thing that's really smart about the way they've done this here is they've got each area labeled. So this is a fairly big cooler. It's about, I think it's a 12 by 20. They've got a dual CoolBot system in here. So two 10,000 BTU air conditioners equipped with their own CoolBot. And they've got each thing labeled. So that's one of their farmers markets. That's a wholesale, that's another market, and then that's a CSA. So as product gets packed and ready to go to market, it gets put in the proper place. These guys do 3 farmers markets on a Saturday. So they have one truck and a trailer that goes to one market, drops off the trailer, then the truck goes to the other market, and then another truck goes to another market. So they do 3 farmers markets on a Saturday. So they really got to have their ducks in a row and have things lined up well so that there's no mixing of where product is supposed to go. They've also they keep their seed in the cooler too, which is really smart, especially in a warm climate like this down here in Mesa, Arizona. And then they've got another shelf that's like extra stuff for people to take home, so staff can take stuff home or whatever it's going to be. So that is the pack house here at Steadfast Farm in Mesa, Arizona. Again, we are doing a 5-day workshop here, February 25th through March 1st. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to have links below in the show notes. Check those out. There's a discount code in there as well if you want to come with 2 people. You don't have to be a couple. It's just if you bring 2 people, you get $400 off those 2 tickets. So that discount code will be down below in the show notes as well. So hope to see some of you guys there. We'll talk to you later.